Okay, so he says Starry Smalls, right? I run over to cast Starry,
Oh, okay, Starry Smalls, that's new.
and he pids out of line of sight. So I click him right here, and because East Coast Worlds suck and he's already running, he pids out of line of sight. So if we want to talk about RNG, I already know that he pids me, so that's why I tend the stairs straight away. Watch, you'll see. I tend the stairs straight away because I know that he pids me from
Nice, located.
how he pitted out of line of sight. And see, his spear goes off before my cast because he pids me. So if we're talking about RNG, already his RNG is way better than mine. He got to deny a cast because he pids me, and he got to spear me because he pids me before my cast went off. So
Yep.
now he gets a splash and a hasta.
Was a good run.
He gets another splash and a hasta. He spears me again, way late and for no reason, when he could just run around and accomplish pretty much the same thing.
He speared me, splashed on him twice.
And then I finally freeze him. So I don't know anybody that knows about cast rate in this game, but in the gear that I'm in versus the gear that he's in, I have about a 40% chance of freezing him, which is very similar to, you can kind of look at it as a coin flip. So he has pit over me over here. So that's a coin flip. So I lost a cast. So that's basically one splash. Then he speared me with Pid before I could get a cast in, so that's another splash. Then I splashed on his Hasta, so that's another splash. Then I splashed on him here, so that's another splash. And then he Pid speared me before I could get another cast in, so that's another splash. And then I caught him here. But if you exclude Pid, he still got 2 splashes, which is way above RNG. But if you include Pid, he got 4, maybe 5 splashes because he Pids me. So this is like crazy bad RNG. Plus, Woodbury didn't get to stock in time because he started the game with 99 health because they rushed us to start the timer. So
Frozen.
Nice.
now his teammate comes up the stairs, right? And I walk up to fight for this space. I set a Cade because I predict he's going to step because he's going to be lazy and not clear this, right?
Up spawn.
Splash. And I try to Tind under me, and he pids me, right? So automatically, they both fucking pid me. They're both swimming. Right away, right at the start of the fucking game. They both pid me, they're both swimming.
Oh, nice.
That's 1, 2,
Slash.
3. He's trying to spear me.
Slash.
I fourth cast him, and he pids back onto the stairs. So you can already see that this game is ridiculously RNG one-sided already, right?
Froze one, wrong one.
Now I freeze him, but like it's on like the last tick of his immunity, so it doesn't fucking matter.
He's probably froze on it.
And then I think he's froze, but he's not. I see him move. I splash.
Nope.
Splash. Tind, splash, click to retind, he still pids me, right?
Yeah.
Splash, that's 4. This is another cast. That would be 5 casts right there if main event didn't pid me with his spear, right? So that's 5 realistically because of pid, right?
Don't spawn.
Then I right click him even though he pids me.
No.
I come down. Brunsberg got pitted in the spawn, so Starry fucking pids him too, right? And he pids his way to the stairs.
He just.
Splash on a Hasta again. Come down the stairs.
Drop down maybe.
Click box bug. Click box bug. Look where my fucking mouse is. Look where I click.
Down. Drop down maybe.
Look. Look. That is not over top of Sorry. That is not. My mouse is right here. The tip of my cursor is here. People think the cursor is where the center of it is. No, it's the tip. The tip of my cursor is like right fucking here. I should never have an attack option here, ever in my life. I think maybe it's because of my staff. Maybe it's because of my staff. So maybe I should have clicked on the right side instead of the left side of the flag. So, but yeah, I don't know. But
I clicked the top,
but I clicked it, and he pids it back anyways because even though I right clicked it, he just pids me, right? So
they. Okay, that was like a bug or something.
Just wait, don't step off, honestly. You're gonna get CGS.
Yeah, that's a weird click box.
so here, I forced him under. So
I clicked the top for sure.
because there's nothing I can do, like in this position. I don't have bandages or anything, so I just have to avoid the spear. And Here, I have a cast here from around the wall if he doesn't pid me, but he still pids me. They've both pidded me the entire game. Now,
Going under.
he's going to get a Hasta off on me while I'm going down the ladder because
Yeah,
he pids
he's
me.
gonna go back up.
Yep.
No, he is.
Oh, I'm not up yet.
And then
Wait,
I don't chase him because I know that he pids me, so I'm not going to get a cast, so I go back up.
I can't
he
do
under?
anything.
And I
he
start-
speared me.
He got me
Yeah,
again.
he's
I
gone.
start running back to their base. So, my team fucks up under and lets them through. I don't know how they did that.
South tunnel.
I'll be
Because with me forcing them this way, my PK and my head should be in front of them by like a significant margin.
I'm low.
So, but like
I froze him,
they
can like
they
They're
let
really
them
low,
through.
Like,
Guess one was
they
EGS.
bass, they bass, they bass, they bass.
And you see how I said, so note this.
They're I'm low.
I say that
Frozen.
Starry is really low. And then they say that they pass. So that means that main has the flag and Starry is really low. So that means that in my head, I'm going, okay, I'm going to chase and I'm going to go to their base and off and etc. Because they can't reb because they pass to the guy with bandages, and the guy that's like 30 HP with no bandages is going to be the only one that can reb.
I froze him, they can like
they're
But
really
watch
low.
what happens
This
in
one
the
was
they
future
bass,
because
they
this
bass,
is
they bass,
important.
they bass.
I
Rising.
can't
I
tank.
splash, he's going for it all the way. I splash all the way north, all the way
Yeah,
north.
probably. Yeah,
Oh,
don't-
I could have got a cast on him there if somebody stalled him with a spear spec or something for even like a half a second, but
why?
our team got shit on or something. I don't know.
I'll drop my next freeze.
Anyway,
I'm not.
I'm
skip
saying
ahead
Kada.
30 seconds. I catch Teal and Santee. I caught Teal over here, like right before this. See, that's Teal, and he's
I'll
dead.
left
I
him,
killed
yeah.
him,
Killed Teal.
and then I catch the off right here.
Dude, they pid me, so I'm getting fucked on these
I froze
stairs. I've got no
Santee.
band stuff.
I'm saying Kada.
He's moving now, but
And
Go base,
Teal,
go base.
Mutinous catches Teal,
No,
and
I
then
can
I
freeze, I can
spear,
freeze, I
so
can
he can't get a
froze.
cast.
You wanna go under?
Right?
I will.
Or just spear Teal and go
Speared
base.
him.
And now I'm going to start suiciding because they haven't scored yet. But I expect my PK def to be like on defense right now because I'm not in the base. And like I said before from earlier, I knew the only person that could possibly reb was 30 HP with no bandages because they called that they passed under. So the only person that can go back to our base is Starry with 20 HP. But my PK didn't redef. So watch what
I'm going
happens.
under.
It's fine, it's fine.
Sentry is going mid.
I'm holding all free Senti.
I'm going south.
I
tunnel.
did.
I'm gonna
Okay.
Sui.
Yeah, me too.
I hope. Did they rep?
Here's where I noticed that they rebbed because like I'm not even paying attention to that because my PK def should be in the base right now. Just like watching it, it should be like not even this should not even be possible for them to do this because the person rebbing it is 30 HP with no bandages, and my PK should be there with like at least 50% spec to ZGS. So like there's no way on earth this should ever be even possible, so I'm not even watching for it. Right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
they
did.
rep.
They did, guys. We
They
need to be
did.
looking at that, please.
They score.
But we weren't on the same page. My PK and I were not on the same page. So if the rebber has like significant bandages and stuff, then the mage should be the one that goes back straight away. But if the rebber is like 30 HP with nothing and the PK can just kill them with DPS, then the PK should be the one that goes back. So like I knew that the guy was low, so I thought my PK would go back. But if it was a guy that actually had bandages and stuff, then I would have went back.
I don't know. We're not in our base.
I'll check North Rocks. I mean South. I'll check South Rocks.
It doesn't like we can't count.
Yeah, and see what Mutinous is doing here is really bad. Okay, so like he's trying to like catch this guy, find him north south rocks. Like the guy is like 20 HP, so I get what like his idea is. But by the time that we figure out where he's going, their team already knows where he's going, and they're just gonna pass the full bandages. So it doesn't. We can't catch him anymore. Like it's over. He just needs to like go back to their base and set us up for a reb so we can go to 2-2. And that's why like I'm kind of laughing and like being annoying in the
under, right?
comms.
No,
I
Who
don't
knows?
You know, like it's not under, right? Like who knows, man? Nobody was on defense. My PK didn't go back. You know, like I don't know. He doesn't know, right?
Goodbye.
Maybe North Rocks. Maybe North Rocks.
Yeah, maybe this, maybe that, maybe by the time you find them, they've passed. It's, you know, I'm not flaming him either. Like I'm not saying it to flame him. I'm just saying like this is like he's being like hyper optimistic about a situation that's already lost. He should just be cutting his losses and catching their defense to get a rep.
Maybe North Locks, maybe.
Because they have to come to the base to score it at some point, and then he can just stall the score for a long time and give us like an opening to reb, you know. Here I'm just closing the door, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Anyone see it?
No.
I see it now.
No.
We need to score now.
Okay, now they're coming back here. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure they come back from under.
Air Force Picadaff.
I always try to keep my HP pretty low.
Wow,
Right.
so unlucky.
Oh, one's here. It's not good.
So he tries to ZGS me. I see him pull the ZGS out, so I stand still. Right? Because I know that if he moves during the tick while he's moving, I'll get a cast, and I'm really likely to freeze him. It's like a 50-50 chance that I freeze him. But just in case I don't freeze him, I tinned under me, so it'll slide me back here. So he'll slam into the Cade
Just wait for me.
when he clicks me, right?
Here.
Oh, you froze me, man. I'll wait for it. I'll try to get the stairs.
Now here,
Yeah.
I should have expected him to stalk,
Let's
but
rush
see,
them
the
in.
thing is like, because it's main, I should have expected him to stalk, because he faces the stairs, right? But see, if it's me when I'm scoring, I'll face the stairs like that on purpose to make you think I'm gonna stalk by facing the stairs, and then I'll go back this way and try and go up on you. So I don't risk it because I know that like that could be a bluff, right? But like with main, I should know that it's not a bluff because it's main, right? But I always kind of play like with a certain level of respect anyways. I always respect that that can be a bluff. So I like use spear spec and everything to like force him to make sure that he goes down. But
Okay, he went down. Oh,
Other one's here now.
yeah,
Froze.
they're up in a second.
I splashed on his ZGS, which is pretty unlucky, to be totally honest.
Spear me off
Was
down.
EGS out?
But I caught them both here, so this is pretty lucky. This is like the first like really lucky cast that I've gotten in the game is this one. But even if I don't get it, it doesn't matter because he just gives me immunity if he specs me because I'm 29 health, right? So like I always have my health managed. It's just this game they never really spec me, so I just have a bunch of divine pots for no reason.
Oh, nice.
Did I get both? I think I did.
Yeah, you did, yeah.
Where are you, Alec?
Their bridge.
So here I tend these just
First
to
sentry exits.
try and force them to go.
I'm not
yeah,
getting down,
Sansi
bro.
gets caught.
And here I put buffer cades here just in case Starry pids him, so he has time to react to the buckets that are coming.
Gonna die.
I'm up third
first,
now.
okay.
Yeah, see, like, so this Cade pulled Starry wide, so he speared me late, and I got an extra cast, and then he has time to, like, react to, I mean, main, but then he's time to react to this
First
guy.
okay.
Weird, they're gonna bucket it.
I tried to cast them both off main, but I think I only caught one. I caught the
One.
humid, though, so,
Sansi will camp me.
oh,
now.
yeah, I caught the humid,
I died,
so
I
it's good.
died.
The other one is
Not
moving.
spawn.
Ward and Swan.
I want to go up to cast. Oh my
One
god, the
Cade
East Coast
left.
worlds are so bad.
Going up.
Oh, I think Bronsberg kills him here. Yeah, Bronsberg killed him with a bolt,
The
with a pit bolt
is
there,
dropped.
which is awkward.
Yeah,
I didn't know
what's
that.
going on. I splashed on him.
I think we just
Just
ZGS him
wait,
here.
I splashed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Splashed
we do.
spawn, maybe? No.
EGS, he made it stairs though.
Now here, I spear him off down, which is really important because
Make sure
we
you
wouldn't
tap
kill
me
him
so
if I
you can
don't
survive.
spear him
Yeah.
off down, right?
I probably can't hit him,
Speared
but
down.
I'll try and hit him up.
Speared down.
Sansi's mid.
Oh.
He's camping me.
He's not going to come up because if I spear him off up, it's bad because he loses ground, so he'll sit down because he knows that I can spear him. Like, Starry knows that I'll spear him off up if he comes back up, so I know that I can get a free one even though he pids me, right? Now here, I know that both of us have, like, no Cades, so I go and grab a Cade so that, like,
Spawn.
Bronsberg can get most of his immunity off with this Cade. Right? And so, since he gets most of his immunity off with this Cade, he
Nice.
buckets. See how I wait to cast? I wait until he's, like, really close to me to cast, so his immunity is gone. So I can get 2 casts off
frozen?
immunity instead of 1.
He
Because
pids me
I
still.
know he has Pid, and I know he has Humid.
We
Oh
frozen.
my gosh, dude, I could do.
See, I firsted him, but I didn't have to. I would have had, like, 3 casts there. That
I'm gonna kill him.
I can't see what he's hitting me with.
now here I go to
Okay.
click, but I clicked late.
Misclicked it.
I didn't actually misclick it. I just clicked mouse 1 after the flag was already gone. I just didn't click fast
I
enough.
froze him.
I'm
Nice.
gonna wait for you to get the other one as well.
So
Yeah.
here's where my catch rate is being pretty normal. Like it's being pretty 50-50. Like it's being like 1 splash then freeze, 1 splash then freeze, 2 splashes then freeze. But they still pid me the whole time. So like they're still at an advantage here, and they also just got a ZGS splash.
The offset
I'm on
small.
froze now.
Also,
smalls,
Starry
yes.
just tanked us until main got back, which is really lucky as well, because he should just be dead, realistically.
Smalls.
He didn't pray anything right that entire
There's
sequence.
nothing I can
So
do here.
I'm gonna go to
Where's
Yeah.
Senti? Where's
so here I'm standing in line. See how I'm standing in line with this crate over here? It's hard to see from the inventory, but I'm standing in line with this crate on purpose because this crate is clipped and I know Santi can't cast me through the crate, so I'm just trying to do damage and like stay over in this area so I can't
Senti?
get
Where's
casted
Senti?
through the
Where's
crate.
Senti?
He's probably mid. He's probably mid.
He is our bigs.
I went
Right,
mid, I
we
went
scoring in South Rock.
So Santi gives up casting me because he knows he's gonna have to give me a chance to freeze this guy again because he knows I know how to play around the crate, and he goes back to death.
Can I
No,
counter
never mind,
it
we
mid?
scored mid. Yeah.
I froze again,
going
maybe?
oh, no,
Yeah, I did.
And because of that, like really good use of this crate here, I get to recatch him here, and we get to kill him and save the flag eventually.
He's already
That's
hit.
cut under. Oh shit.
He got me. Oh, he choked.
So,
he choked, I see.
here,
Under ours.
so
I'm
here,
holding free.
here, even though like
All the way-
he's already frozen and we could try to DPS him, I'm not really focusing on DPSing him right now. What I'm looking for is the scorer with the spear with full bandages coming back. Like the only thing I care about is catching the scorer that has full bandages, so that I can't get hasted and this guy can't just run through middle for free. So
But he's gonna be under ours as well.
you'll see as soon as I see a
No,
dot,
maybe we get smalls.
I close the door
Dude,
Get
that's coming
Chunk
through.
off.
and then I run over
Chunk
here
off
to
under
catch the
ours.
scorer.
I'm
See?
holding
froze that
freeze
one
on
away.
teal.
See? And he pitted through my freeze, but I froze him away. And what main event should have done is he should have just ran under this guy and dropped to him. But because he tried to swim, his team gets punished here.
I'm up. He's gonna be right up
So
behind me. I need some.
Just get
I
behind you,
splashed
get
on
behind
him,
you.
right?
I'm
But
frozen
I
up.
caught him. So like that's like I closed the door and then I splashed once and then I caught him, which is 50-50, which is about average cast rate, right? So that's pretty average. Splash, freeze. And I would have had another one even. And he ran into a ZGS. So like here we're scoring. They're in our base. I'm not worried that we're not going to score because they can't save with our flag because it's over here, right? So this is where we're going to come back here like really hard off this because we're going to kill him
I'm deafing right now.
because
I'm
Yeah.
gonna get
I
death.
prioritized catching Starry away and I knew main wouldn't drop to him if I caught him, right? So like
Our base by
now
two.
I'm going to
Do I
kill
see we? Do I see we?
main,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
got
but I'm making sure to stay in range so I don't unfreeze Starry, right?
just splash. I score. I
Speed
score.
the mage. Alright, nice.
Right. Focus on ours.
They're gonna drop.
Now I'm gonna run over, and I know Starry's gonna try and spear Oozer, so I put my spear on, and he turns around and spears me, which is good of him, but it's 2 versus 1. He
They speared
lost.
me instead of you. Okay.
It
reset.
doesn't matter. Like
The
he
off's coming
Nah,
from
can't
our
do anything
smalls.
about it.
Nice.
Now we're just gonna PK them on rocks for a while we hold to try and reset it, and I'm pretty sure here
Both their
I'm
scores
first.
are
Senti
off.
comes
I got
off me or
you.
something
Do
like
you want
that.
Splash to make
Right.
it under.
The off's coming mid.
I'll be their ground. I'll be their ground in the set.
The
Nice
off's
coming
coming
back to
in.
our base now.
our base, yeah. So see how like the second I spawn, I know the off is here, so I start immediately like divining.
Coming in
They
from
killed. They
spawns.
killed me. They killed me. Spawn. They killed me. Spawn.
So I
froze
freeze him
off.
and he splashes on me, which is really
Splash.
bad for
Yeah.
him, like bad luck for him. We should realistically we should just freeze each other. But even if we freeze each other, it doesn't really change. Well, it does because I get to stalk
I might
now.
just come PK him then.
But the thing is like it doesn't really actually because like his score is behind him. So even though I get to stalk, his score gets to go up for free where I could potentially have froze. So it kind of like
They're gonna be up.
it ends up being whatever.
Is it off here?
Basically, offing is OP. It's like a win-win. Like even if this happens, the fact that he's there means that I can't really. If I stalk, I'm choosing a losing situation. If I don't stalk, or if I get frozen there, I'm still choosing a losing situation. Honestly, it's probably less losing to be over there.
They're gonna be revving
I'll save that.
for sure. Like 100%.
But I don't know why Starry decided to go up here instead of going up to 4th.
I'll be ahead.
I'm not sure why, and he pids me
I still
here,
have it.
or I would cast him there. But he always pids me. He pids me all game. But I'm swimming against his mage too.
There's
So
Edison. Just wait.
man, the Twitch VOD downloads do this weird like
Just
stutter
save
thing.
Senti dies.
Dude, we're tens. Again.
Yeah.
I see Cade.
So nobody really called that the flag was safe, so that's really bad. We, you know, that you need to like scream that at like the top of your lungs.
They're down.
the
They're down
bridge.
third.
I would have had a free
They're
up.
down third. They're down spawn.
Help death, help death. Don't let them
I
score.
froze.
I catch
I
him,
froze him.
which honestly it's not even really lucky because I splashed once and then caught him, which is pretty average.
Nice.
Get him off down.
That's
think
that's
Rob's pretty low.
average. One splash and then freeze is average in this cast rate on the flag. So
Going to our ground.
Hey, one score from under,
You.
by the way.
here I tend early. I know that this is early, but I tend early just because I know he has buckets and I think he might waste one of his buckets. But also just to control what's going on because I know that we really can't let him down right now. So I'm willing to like be inefficient with my Cades to make sure that he doesn't go down. So here I click him with my spear and then I reset.
Where are you?
I set this extra one on the side because it's an East Coast world and they're really shit and I don't want to like have him walk under me because I'm trying to time it, you know.
I'm coming from under.
I'm just stalling right now because that can't be asked.
Okay,
And
Dave,
Under
gotta get out.
Okada.
I
I'll
refroze
be
him
ahead.
right now.
I
Right,
froze
so
him again.
that again, pretty average, one splash and then froze. I splashed once, then froze him. Standard. So like I said, I wasn't really too unhappy with my mid RNG this game. I got some splashes off Santee here and there. My cast rate was kind of average in the back half of the game. It was pretty average. It was like one splash, then freeze, or two splashes, then freeze. But they also all pid me the entire game. And the first half of the game, they got egregious RNG. And yeah, that was pretty bad. Also, my team's decision making kind of like didn't match mine, so they got like free flags.
they both hit me on
But
Oh, nice.
so annoying.
here I step to the side to catch Santee because it's important. I know that it's important that I kill him here.
They got me.
Cool.
And I
Nice
surrender
spear
straight
flag.
away.
Nice.
Still taken.
So here I'm just trying to freeze main. I don't even care about sorry. I'm literally just trying to freeze main. Main's
Cool.
froze.
Okay,
So
he's
now
on-
I'm going
he's
through the
on
barrier.
stairs.
Starry does something really dumb here. He should just drop to main event, but he's just being a dumbass. He's like 10 HP with no bandages, and he's putting them in like you'll see. He puts them in a really bad
Splash.
scenario.
Ladder.
Is it under?
So once again, I splashed on him twice off main event, and then I splashed on him here. So this is 3 splashes. So I 100% should catch him here,
Might
and I
be-
do.
no,
One
he's frozen.
expo on
Or
the
not
He's back
100%, but like
Oh,
it's
ground.
really likely. So here, since he pitted me, I thought he was gonna go back up straight away and get speared off, but he's slow and he didn't collect the ladder. So
Slow
Alright.
down.
Oh,
my
dude,
bad. I
Santi's
can't
made
slow
one
down.
save.
it's okay though, because he didn't prey on either of our hits, and he's gonna die off of it anyway. So here I spear main preemptively, so Bronsberg can kill him, right? And now since I
No, I
speared
don't.
him preemptively, I can re-spear him again right before the flag spawns.
I can
Try
re-spear
and
him
spear him
again.
again if
Oh.
I can. Nice.
I have immunity.
Gonna-
I'm going.
And we save. But this is all because Starry didn't just drop to him over here. Starry should have just dropped to him over here. I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah, counter, counter.
I won't get.
No,
Now
no,
here
no.
I
One of the back
time
end.
this well and just catch him.
He gets 2 casts on me.
And yeah,
He gets 1 more.
that was the first cast though, so that was lucky. That was the first cast. But I tinted the Cade just in case I would splash. You know what I'm saying?
He got me.
Under.
I also ran back this way because I knew he'd pull his spear out, so I wanted to be running back so I could space him if he runs at me. Right.
Under. Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm out now. Can get healed though. 4 on death.
They're gonna be up third. I don't have any
Okay.
Cades.
Need help.
So
with
here
this.
I recognize Bronsberg can set this, and I go up and down to make it harder for him to right click it, and
Scared
he
me.
gets it.
No,
So
no.
You're gonna
Nice.
Dragged him to
I
you.
froze him.
I froze couple.
I-
Oh, we
Oh,
make-
53 prayer, dude.
so there I can't remember Did he get refirst
Four
casted or did I splash? I think I splashed once and then caught him, but he might have got refirsted there. So here my cast rate is pretty
You
good
have
on
the
him,
bridge now. Please, please,
I
please.
think.
Are they gonna get out?
Ended
Probably?
him.
Nice.
He still pids me though. Yeah, so I
Nice.
first casted him
Yeah.
here. So I firsted him twice, which is good, obviously. But like at the same time, I didn't need to first him either time. I had like 3+ casts on him every time that I firsted him, so it kind of negates it. I really only count first cast like this if I need to catch, like if it's a rely, you know.
I froze.
There's nothing
Taco.
rely about that at
Oh,
all.
like-
50 through prayer, dude. Like what?
I speed.
You spid wrong
Take
one.
it, take it.
Here,
Yeah.
I'm kind of like zoned out on autopilot, and I know that Starry is coming back, so my thought was I froze main, so I'm gonna go grab Cades. But this is debatable how good or bad this is because now main's gonna get the flag and they're gonna get the pass to the humid. Right, so I probably shouldn't be doing this. Actually, I really shouldn't be doing this. I should just be killing main and spawn with Bronsberg right now. But I don't know why, but for some reason I just fell asleep. And I remember in the middle of the game when I did this, I was like, why the fuck am I here? And I started dropping an explode and I was like, wait, he's still alive up there. I'm fucking stupid. And then I ran back up, right?
I thought there was a
So there is times where it is good to stalk here, but this is not one of them. This is definitely an int by me. This is like the first
I
big
did,
int
I
of the
did. I froze
game
him there,
by
sorry.
me, for sure.
Okay.
It's
Yeah,
not
it's
Bron
moving
like
nice and
Bronsberg.
obviously.
I feel bad for him because I
He's up
inted him
first.
here.
Okay.
But to be fair, he inted me multiple times in the early game, so
I'll try and
We need
CGS
someone
him.
under mid. We need someone under mid.
Kinda spend,
It's drop their side. Drop their side.
I'm up.
There's one that's going around. You know that,
Nice.
right?
We killed.
Yeah.
it's okay because he solo killed him. So, but
I'll be down soon.
We save for now.
What tunnel?
Maybe we spear.
yeah, that was bad from me.
I'm gonna go check if Starry is.
I've got
I
one
don't think I
extra.
make it.
Yeah.
That's all I can do. That's all
I
I
have
can do.
nothing. I have
Coming
nothing.
down.
Starry's
Oh,
deafing,
no,
I
no,
think.
no. They got it. They got it.
I'm
Oh
clearing.
my. No.
No, no, no.
So the other thing is, if Bronsberg could solo him here, if Bronsberg calms to me and says, "Oh, I can solo him," I can actually go off here and we can be winning because I think. So this is like why the stalking thing before was debatable because if I'm stalking right now and Bronsberg can solo def that guy and kill him, then I can leave right now and go catch Starry who's defending, and I can help my team score this flag. But I don't know that Bronsberg has 50% spec or like whatever, so I don't know that I can leave. So like, it's bad for me to stalk because I don't know that I can leave. If I knew that I can leave, it's good for me to stalk and leave.
No, they don't.
Yeah, Starry's deafing, I'm pretty sure.
Fuck, man. If I
Like
was
at the
to-
previous time when I was talking about it. Now it's just
Safe
bad.
set.
Now I just never leave. It's too late, right?
He's gonna shit Cades now. Clear.
And he's deafing from under. He's gonna restart.
So let's skip forward. Here I catch Starry and Supply, I think.
Damn, dude. When's our supply?
I froze Senti.
I froze him
I'm
supply.
immune.
I get free.
So this is good. Like this first cast here is like really good RNG actually. So this is like this RNG is actually good because like this is a really important cast to catch because if I catch him, I can
up
just
again, I get
pretty
free
much
up
kill him
again.
here,
Nice.
right?
He firsted me. Oh
I
my
don't need it because I'm full everything and we're reset. Bronsberg's up in spawn, but like it's really good to catch.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But it's not really lucky that I caught him here, to be honest, because I would have had at least 2 before he got anywhere because he had to stalk. So
That is so annoying. PK's one hit, don't cost him.
here I choked my Cades, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, so I got East Coast worlded right there. So I set this one, then clicked to tend it, and then walk here. But what happened is I lost a tick because East Coast world. So
They're up spawn. Splashed.
splashed on him. But see,
Humid.
I know that main event is over here, but I don't care because this guy's the humid. So this guy's more important to freeze. So I'm just making sure that I freeze him first.
He's up ladder.
Right.
User, where are you,
He
man?
hits me.
So see, I froze him and one splash, then freeze. It's pretty average, and then, like I said, I'll call it.
I froze the humid though.
See, I called it, and now I freeze main. Now that's a first cast, so that's kind of lucky. But at the same time, he didn't clear these Cades, and I tinned them, so not really,
Position of needing the
because
heal.
I have like 5 casts there.
Bye, I'm not having it.
Up spawn, 10 HP.
PK's still one hit. PK's still one hit.
I died.
Oh my god, stop with the 50s through prayer, please.
I'll
Yeah,
spear
I
him
ain't
back.
scoring.
So here I think Starry either suicided or he went to death, because he'd be moving right now. But here I use my spear to spear main event back over these Cades so that Bronsberg can use his Cades more effectively. Because this space, these 2x2s right here are like the most important space. Or like they're like the best space for a PK to use their Cades.
I'm on my own.
So I spear him back over here and then I tin this and then walk over here so Bronsberg can reset these ones and
Yeah, guys, should I suicide?
Refroze.
Yeah, so we
I refroze
No,
him,
wait, I'm
which
upstairs now. I'm
Gonna
upstairs.
sucks for him because I kind of I kind of reforce casted him there. So like I still had like another like a bunch
fine,
of
sorry.
casts, but
I just
You
dropped
see
an
me?
expo.
one up spawn.
It's
I
fine,
healed
fine.
again.
He's up. He's
I
up.
speared PK.
Okay.
I froze
here
him.
Starry pids me for the inside lane Cade,
Spear.
then spears me. I try to cast him off main. I
because he's
splash.
I died.
No bans
Didn't
there.
get him.
Yeah, maybe you.
I froze him on
Was there a
stairs.
here soon?
So
I
that was
still
a
want CGS.
that was a third cast because I casted him when I came up, then I splashed on him off of mains. So that's 2 splashes and that's a third. So that's not really that
Tap.
lucky.
Oh,
Alright,
Santi's
I'll just hold
He's-
it.
Here I first did main when he ZGS'd me, which is unlucky for him. But once again, I would have had another cast afterwards, so he should get froze on average because he's got a ZGS on. So because I should splash once and then cast him on average. So yeah, plus my HP is managed, so it doesn't do anything.
He just
Go
me,
either
but I
way.
froze him.
Santi's
Suicided.
camping me, no comments here.
Down.
And
Santi's
immediately,
Ground.
I'm drinking divines straight away because I know that their off can come at any time. So I'm just I'm immediately every time it's off cooldown, I'm drinking divine.
Wait, let me go first.
I did. I can't wait that long. I have a ZGS up my ass.
Now here I know he's about to get unfroze, so I'm spearing him just to waste his
Oh,
buckets
I
because he's the
froze here,
humid.
He's
So
full HP, he's full HP.
I need
Can you
that.
tank?
so I know that he pids me now because my staff didn't go on. So I'm just
Okay,
gonna go for a
down.
cast.
Maybe.
Well, actually I just
Very
go
range,
straight
very range.
down, which is even smarter.
He's nice.
No, I'm
I
doing
catch
that.
him, which is a first cast, but at the same time, it's not really a rely because I have at least 3 casts because of the way that I played it. Because even if he buckets that, he gets ZGS'd, and then they have no buckets,
Yeah.
right? So,
PK pits me on stairs. Couldn't hop.
but
They dropped it really late. I froze them both on top of each other though.
Nice.
Are they
or at
moving
least
right now?
I thought I did, but main got like 3 or 4 splashes, so I lied.
No, not yet.
But see how like I don't let him run around? Like he got like 3 or 4 splashes. I chased him to make sure that he couldn't spear Bronsberg and spawn or anything like that. I chased him and immediately caught him because he's more important to catch than the guy that's holding the flag.
I froze the other one. Can't spear you.
Right.
But this guy moves in like 1 hit.
Santi's
Don't have
up
any
now.
Cades.
Okay, then get down.
Here he pids
Yeah,
me,
he
so
hits me. He's down.
I wish Bronsberg would have set that faster because I know that he pids me, right? But I splashed.
I'm frozen. I'm suing. I'm suing.
Splashed.
I'm up from under now. I've got like
So
Another
that's
dim
2.
soul.
I can cade for you, Rob.
Oh,
Yeah, you should.
Santi's
Should.
here.
that's bad.
I caught him.
Yeah, I don't know.
I
like
walked
Santi's
under him.
ZGS.
Okay,
Nice.
so this is important. So like as soon as I saw, so I was running away from Santi up this way around the Cade, so he couldn't cast me. But as soon as I saw him cast these guys, I knew that I had 4 ticks to freeze him and stand under him. So I didn't actually pit under him there. What happened was his barrage was on cooldown when he clicked me, so I got to go under him. I might have pitted him, but I don't know. We don't know at this point. So
I froze Santi on the stairs too.
It's fine. Just don't get frozen.
we'll find out
Damage.
when I run off the stairs, probably.
I'm gonna go get froze now. I'm gonna try and demo it.
But see, I'm not gonna risk it. So like I could risk it there and run off the stairs and see if he pit casts me here, but I'm not gonna risk it because I'm not stupid. So what I'm gonna do is get frozen right. I'm gonna get frozen about 5 seconds before this guy moves, so I can suicide and chase him straight down. So like he casts me here, right?
What are you gonna do?
And now I can surrender right as this guy goes down ground.
The ops camping me. He got me on ground. This
So ideally, my scorer, if he could have, would have speared him right here to stall him a little bit so I could get closer to him.
going out smalls.
But
Is
I
there rocks?
should.
Rocks, North Rock.
So the fact that I suicided like that forces him to go rocks because now I have a 20-second immunity. I'm gonna use my like I'm not even gonna cast Santi here. Watch what I do. I run straight middle because I'm using my immunity because I intentionally got froze to have a long immunity so I could run all the way to the bridge. so that he can only go rocks, so that Mutinous can get him.
Yeah.
So
Don't let him
watch.
go mid because the score is.
See?
showing-
Don't let him go mid. Don't let him go mid.
They may go mid. Never mind. I have mid.
He,
He's
he
going
can't.
mid.
He can't because I'm using my immunity to just run through Santi's Ice Barrage.
Can't. I have immunity.
He doesn't.
I'm here, literally sitting here.
He doesn't have a
not
way
going
to
towards
like get
rocks.
there.
100%
What rocks?
North rocks.
north.
I'm going back rocks.
Right.
I'm frozen again.
Yep, I see him rocks. I see road.
They're gonna try and get.
He's low as fuck.
I'm about to die. Death is gonna leave.
I
So
have
here
ults,
I
have
spear
ults, I'm fucking
Santi,
loose.
to keep him
So
away
good.
because Mutinous is winning.
absolute torture.
I can hear that he's winning from like the
This kid's
comms.
so bad compared to you, Mutinous. I don't know what to say, bud.
He's dead.
Keep dumping on them.
I'm holding rocks.
Do we have
Okay,
bans?
User,
Do you
where
have
are you? 'Cause I have
bans?
4 bans.
I have 3 bans.
I've got no resources.
I hope
Go
they
off,
don't.
I'll def.
So he says he's gonna def, so I trust him. But like, I kind of don't really want to trust him. You can hear it in my voice. I'm like, I kind of want to go back because, like I said before, the person who goes back, it depends on whether, like I said earlier on in the game, if they're gonna be rebbing with like, somebody that's really low, that the PK can solo, Brunsberg goes back, right? But if they're going to be rebbing with somebody that's really high HP, which in this situation, since he's got like a couple bandages, they're probably going to send a full scorer to our base to go up instead on 4th, right? So I kind of really want to go back. And I fundamentally, realistically should go back. Because even if Mutinous dies, he's going to be defing a full HP guy with nothing that's coming down already. Whereas if I go back now, I can pretty much kill the guy before he even gets up. So I really should actually go back now, but because Mutinous called that heal def, I trusted him even though I really shouldn't. I really shouldn't trust anybody. I should just go back, right?
Okay.
I'm rushing back. I'm all
Oh,
bridge.
score's on me, so.
I'm literally 3 bans.
I froze one over the wall.
Bro, just
Alright,
hop
okay.
on a staircase, bro.
Yeah. No, but that doesn't work because Slope hits me all the
I froze.
time.
I froze Santi over the wall.
I'm trying to force them to come get me.
Right now.
So what ends up happening is that
I
I catch
can,
both their
so I'm
mages
good.
and I give our scorers like a chance, but like they're double mage stuffing anyway, so I don't really accomplish anything. And I could have like went back earlier, stalked and everything, and already been back up. So like this is where comms can be negatively impactful, is like stuff like right here, because you can tell in my voice that I know that what he's telling me to do isn't really a good play. Like I know that going to off here isn't really a good play because I have no bandages and stuff, and it would be much smarter for me to just redef. But I don't know why something like in me just refuses me to like tell other people, no, that play is bad. Because like I kind of have like that apes together strong mindset where I'm like, if my team is gonna make a wrong decision, I'm gonna follow them into it most of the time, right? That it just is what it is. Like like in the first score where they got the reb, Bronsberg came to their base even though that guy with like 30 HP could have been rebbing, and I could have reset and made up for it, but I was like, no, apes together strong, and I fucking went with him. It's the same thing here. Mutinous is 3 bans. He's not gonna really be able to functionally def whoever comes down. And I know that, and I know that I could go back and make the game like a guaranteed at worst tie. But I'm like, he calls me that he's gonna def, and I'm like, okay, apes together strong, and I rush their base, because it's a team game, and I don't want to go against like what my team wants to do. But in reality, like if I was serious about winning this game, I would be like, no, fuck you, I'm going back to def. You know, like in reality, what happens here in reality, if I really want to win, I tell him to drop the flag on the rocks and just go off from the rocks. And I just suicide and stalk, and then he just goes from the rocks with 3 bandages and traps both their mage and their base. That's the play that I actually would want to do here. Like what I actually want to do is I want to kill Santee and immediately suicide, and then he just drops the flag on the rocks and safes it, and then I just go back to def because they have no rebber there yet. And then he gets to off with his like 3 or 4 bans or whatever and just go trap them. But like because I don't know if he knows to do that and he's calling me to do something else. I'm not gonna be dead right and just like start suiciding straight away right here. I'm gonna try and like listen to him, you know?
Said what?
He's dead.
Keep dumping on them.
I'm holding rocks.
Do we
Okay,
have bans?
who's
Do you have
ready? 'Cause I have
bans?
4 bands.
I have 3 bands.
I've got no reaches.
I hope
Go
they
off,
don't
go off.
rep.
I'll
See, he says like I have 3 bands and I'm like, I hope they don't reb, you know? Like I know that I'm relying here. I know that like this is a bad play. I know the real play is for me to just die and him to safe it, to just drop it on the rocks and then go off. I know that that's the play. That's why I'm going, and he's like, go off. I'll def, right? I'm like, okay.
def.
Okay.
I'm rushing back. I'm up.
No, score's on me, so.
I'm literally 3 bands.
I froze one over.
But yeah, nothing
we
gets
seeing
accomplished
again?
here. We
Yeah,
just,
you
I
got
just
it.
die.
See, I'm going now.
And now I'm stalked. But
Yeah, stairs.
Up,
I froze
up
him.
is on me.
yeah, here they just send main event. So like here their team just plays for a tie. So what happens is they just send pretty sure they just send main event to just make it so I can't leave, right?
Huh? Like, oh, he did freeze me. I was like, what the fuck?
He moves right.
So like yeah, so I caught main event on ladder before I went to stalk, and then they just keep him in the base, and we just
Look at this
solo.
one,
We
bro.
just
They just play for tie, bro.
yeah, see, they just play for tie, and then we just tie, right? But if they sent a rebber earlier and abused the fact that I didn't go back, like earlier before Mutinous died, we could very easily lose there based on like that call. And